Well, we are moving into getting ready to plant the peppers, the first peppers of the year. This is what's going to be our course, our tunnel. You've seen that in other videos, our double wall poly high tunnel. But I have took the big tiller on the tractor yesterday and tilled it all. But there's spots out here couldn't get real good with the big tiller because of the tunnel. So we took the little small. You can see it back here off to the left. I've got a rototiller, a little small one. So I've got to rake these beds now to get them just a little bit smoother. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing, but I thought maybe you might enjoy seeing a little bit of this grass. Bring them clumps out of here. This is going to have a weed fabric on it. So what doesn't germinate, or what germinates under this, won't be a big deal. Ideally, I would have liked to have time to let this sit, but I don't have that time. So it'll be what it is. But I just need to smooth this out a little bit. Some of these big rocks out of here that come up. It's hard to believe, but you continue to till these grounds, you continue to get more and more rocks out of them. Let's let you take a little peek. So this is what we're doing. Get the ground a little more uniform. Get rid of the low spots. So this instead of that. All right. Let me get this finished up. Get you a good view. Some more. This will make my beds more uniform. See what I mean? Always. Okay, well that didn't take too long. I have that one and that one all raked. And I have my fabric getting ready to go down. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Let you watch. So, hang in there. I have lined these holes are already pre-burnt from last year. them up at the start of the rest of my holes. I need one landscape staple in the corner. Now I'm wanting to keep this close to the edge. Normally I staple the end, but in this case I'm wanting to keep this over here close to the edge to help control weeds. So I will go down through here, especially since I got some wind blowing, and I'll put a staple ever so often as I go. Now, if these staples won't go in at your feet, you can get a hammer. I may have to on this one. Nope, it went in. Already set up for peppers, because this was one of the fabrics that we grew peppers on last year. So, you got to see what we did there. And it works out well. Now, you saw the wind picking up, trying to blow the fabric, but the fact that I had stapled it kept it from blowing away and lifting too much. So now I've got to finish stapling it. I won't bore you with that though. Now, we've got, if you look, $15 sets of holes. So if I use all three, and I won't on all of them, if I use all three, that'd be 45 peppers over here on my hot peppers. Hot peppers generally grow smaller and not as huge a plant than like a big bell pepper plant, but I will skip one probably every other one in the middle. So I'll probably start with 3 up here, then 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, and so on and so forth. Now, I will leave room to plant some basil in there. Probably like 2 basil down this side, and I'll put a marigold. The marigold helps attract the pollinators and also drives away a few non-beneficials, but the basil also does the same thing. Some people say the basil is good for the flavor of your peppers. I can't say anything about that. I have no idea. But anyway, as you see, the wind's trying to blow it away. That's why you staple as you go. All right, let me get this finished. We'll come back talk in a minute. All right, me and Alyssa is out here getting it done. We are planting these hot peppers in the greenhouse, and it's going well. While she does a little more planting, let me tell you what we're putting in the greenhouse. And we're doing only one of each that we're doing in the greenhouse. This is by no means one of every pepper we got, but this way we'll have these peppers extending through into the colder parts of the year so we can protect them from frost. We'll have a poblano, a brown jalapeno, a regular jalapeno, a black Hungarian, and that's a jalapeno type also, a beaver dam, a big Jim, a Caribbean red habanero, my personal favorite, chocolate ghost. Me and Alyssa split one of those 2 years ago. It was definitely warm, let me just tell you. Pushed my envelope. Red ghost, a chocolate habanero, a sugar rush stripey, a death spiral, a red naga brain, a Carolina reaper, a brown, and also a red thunder cacho, or cacho, how you pronounce that. Alyssa probably pronounced that better than me. A Jamaican Scotch bonnet, an orange Thai SSE, a Malawi bird's eye, a Cabanero, a chocolate jigsaw, an Anaheim, an Apocalypse scorpion, a dragon's breath, a datil, and a fatali. The datil and fatali are Alyssa's 2 favorite hot peppers. She consumes a lot of them things during the year. A Bangalore whippet's tail, a blended lemon, a Pasilla Bahio, a Trinidad perfume. So technically that's not a hot pepper. An ají mango, a Santa Domingo Pueblo, a purple cayenne, a New Mex Easter, Alyssa picked that, a chocolate skunk, a cream sugar rush, Alyssa picked that one, a pimenta puma, or puma, it's a small habanero type, small, and a yellow Jamaican mushroom. So let me show you what we got here. Turn you around, let you take a look. Okay, me and Alyssa have the peppers laid out, and I have poked the holes the best I can for her, and she is planting them, tucking them in, and making sure they all have a tag. Right, Alyssa? So this is where we're at. Now we will come back and put stakes in these holes and put the name of the pepper on each stake with a bright paint marker, possibly blue, so that they'll be easily identified during harvest, because these guys are going to be close and tight together. This is, as you can see, 2 foot between rolls of 3 foot, rolls of 3, and it's 1 foot between plants. And this is tight. I've never done this in a greenhouse, but we did this last year with peppers here in this field before there was a greenhouse. Of course, there's not a whole greenhouse yet. We're still working on it. But we are skipping every other hole in the middle, and we're going to come back in here and plant like basil and so forth in here. So basil is a natural deterrent for certain pests and complements your peppers quite well. So that's what we got planned on here. As soon as me and Alyssa gets this planted, I'm gonna go ahead and get the fabric over there and start rolling it out for that side so we can get the bell peppers planted. That should go much quicker because there's only 4 varieties of bell peppers instead of 37 varieties of hot peppers. So, all right, let's get this done. Okay, We got finished planting. We've got the sprinkler on. I need to do some adjustment. My throw is too narrow. And we've got the fabric down for this side. I'm gonna get the plants ready, but I have got some errands to run, and it's date night. I've got some errands to run, so this won't get planted probably until tomorrow. And it may rain this evening. We got some clouds, but it's been looking like this all day long, so I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Either way, we are now ready to plant. This will be our bell peppers. So let's sneak down here and adjust this water. Now what I'll do, walk over here, turn off my valve, and open up my pattern a little bit. And we will step back and see what we got. We don't want to water nothing no more than we have to. And that's going to be close. Somebody has just turned on water somewhere because we lost our pressure. So when the water pressure comes back, I will confirm, but we got water over to here. We got water over to here. So, all right. We'll bring you back as soon as we get them other peppers planted. Storms for the last several days. So I haven't been back out here to give you the update. Me and Tiffany took part of our date night and finished planting these the other night. These are our sweet bell peppers. We have an even number. We have 8 Sprinter red bells. We have 8 Braconta yellow bell peppers. And we have 8 Lilo purple bell peppers. And we have 8 Melina orange bell peppers. Now these are all greenhouse bell peppers. Obviously the greenhouse don't have cover on it yet, but we're working on that. We just got to get planting done. I have left this area open in case you're curious for a work area. I'll put me up a workbench back here. You always need somewhere to do stuff, and the planting is very cramped. So that's what we've got there. Now I have fertilized these with a light fertilizer dose. The cucumbers are already responding well. We're getting growth and blooms and color. I'm going to get them tied to a bamboo stake first because I'm not ready to tie them to the top yet. I got to level the height here. I got to adjust the height in the middle where it's sagging. So once I get that done, then we'll tie everything up. The hot peppers won't need tied up for a while. Just to give you an idea of what I'm going to do here. This inside roll will come up and hook to here. So that'll angle it out. And this outer roll, the one next to the side of the tunnel, will come up to here. So both of those will be angling out like that, which will give me more clearance on the side. It will slightly crowd the aisle, but we have left the aisle to where it has room to be crowded. So, and then of course our lovely tomatoes, but this isn't a tomato video, so I won't bore you with the lovely tomatoes. You can see them. And the lovely cucumbers, we won't get into that. That's a whole new video. This is our pepper grow series, where we're working on growing 1,000+ peppers, which is our largest ever. That may not be large for you, but that is large for us. If you've grown more, comment below. Let us know what you've grown. We're looking at right around 12 to 1,300 this year. We're calling it a 1,000+ grow year, and that's going to be almost, if not, that might be double our largest year, which was last year was our largest year yet. Now these are our hot peppers, and some people pull peppers off. I'm not, just for kicks and giggles. I've got plenty. That's a New Mex Easter. We're just going to let it grow. And yes, it probably will stunt the plant some, but I'm not worried about it. That little guy looks a little rough, but once I get it staked up, it'll recover. It's got beat by weather and the heat. We're looking good. Growth is looking good. Everything is looking good. Now, here is the peppers that we still need to get in the ground. All of those, all of these, and not all of these, but these are my sweet peppers, and I have several varieties of sweet peppers that I still got to pull and get in the ground. We have our bell peppers, the rest of them already pulled, and you'll get to see a video on that shortly. We are tilled. Down there in the lower field. Over there where the chickens still are. That is going to be where we'll be planting out about 125 more bell peppers. So this is our lower orchard, and we interplant in the orchard while the trees are maturing. So we, as in me, I have got to water. Even though we've had lots of rain outside and there's nothing outside to water, I do have stuff inside to water. You gotta, when you have greenhouses, you have to stay on it. I have got to get the drip fixed to this end tomato today, the late one I planted. I have got to get my drip turned on my tomatoes. I need to water my trees. They'll be coming out of here this weekend. And we will check everything else in here to see if anything needs watered. And I have over there, I think, is my overwintered Tasmanian pepper. You can see how beautiful that's looking. I'm just blown away. And these guys have sure not been taken care of. Need to pull out the one back there that's almost dead, or at least prune it. Aphids really hit it hard. We kept trying, but they liked that plant for some reason. And here I have some more overwintered. I got 2 Ahi Amarillos that are just taking off, and I got a couple of Killians down there that are doing quite well also. So I got some pruning to do on my tomatoes. Looks like we got a little watering needs to be done in here, a little fertilizing. Got to hit this stuff with a dose of fertilizer, keep it going. I've got a couple of other peppers up here. I got a couple of beavers dam, and I'm not sure what this other one is. I got a red Savina up here that's starting to take off. So these plants, them were planted in the fall, severely neglected. And of course that's a raspberry. We won't talk about that. But anyway, hopefully you'll follow us along on this series and get a good idea of what it takes to grow 1,000+ peppers. And most of ours will be in the field. This is only a small percentage going in the high tunnel in the greenhouse. But how nice some Alma paprikas look. There's another ahi amarillo. Actually got that one for sale because I don't need all three. Tomatoes. These are the plants we take to market. Anyway, check out the blue jay down there. See if you all can spot it. And it just flew away. So, my cats are already sneaking up on it. It'll probably be blue jay for supper. Look at McGann. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.